Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has announced one of the largest prisoner exchanges since full-scale war began with Russia nearly 3 years ago. 189 Ukrainian troops are being returned home from captivity, and 150 Russian soldiers are being returned as part of the deal, which was brokered by the United Arab Emirates. Meanwhile, in his final weeks in office, President Joe Biden has announced nearly $6 billion in additional military and budget aid for Ukraine. Of that, $2.5 billion is designated for security assistance, whilst $3.4 billion will help repair critical infrastructure damaged by intensified Russian attacks. It's the final disbursement under the 2024 Ukraine Security Supplemental Appropriations Act. In a statement, President Zelensky said additional US security assistance for Ukraine comes at a critical moment and will help strengthen Ukraine's defences along the front lines.
Morning, here are headlines today, and tributes are paid to the former US President and Nobel Peace Prize winner Jimmy Carter, who has died at the age of 100.
Jimmy Carter lived a life measured not by words but by his deeds. Just look at his life's work. He worked to eradicate disease not just at home but around the world.
An emergency safety inspection of South Korea's airline operations is ordered as families remember loved ones killed in the country's deadliest plane crash.
The development of new household waste incinerators in England will be restricted after concerns were raised over the environmental impact of burning rubbish.
Good morning. How much festive food is left over in your fridge? Because it's estimated that over this period we'll get rid of around 7 million bins worth of food. We'll be looking at what we can all do to reduce festive waste.
Doctors say a new law that requires an independent review of every death in England and Wales is leading to long delays in some cases for families trying to arrange funerals. The measures are designed to provide better safeguards against medical negligence. The Department of Health and Social Care said it was closely monitoring the implementation of the changes. Smokers are being urged to kick the habit in the new year after new research showed how much just one cigarette can affect life expectancy. The study estimated that men lose 17 minutes of life with every cigarette they smoke, while a woman's life is cut short by 22 minutes every time they smoke. This is more than previous estimates, which suggested that each cigarette shortens a smoker's life by 11 minutes.
If you got a present that you didn't like on Christmas Day...
As if.
As if that would ever happen. I bet you loved all of them. Did you really love all of them?
Of course did.
How quickly do you think you would bother to return it?
Well, not as quick as some people by this story in the Times this morning.
Yeah, because the Times is reporting that the first registered return was at 6 minutes past 7 on Christmas Day because of those, places you can go and drop your parcel when you want to return something.
To return it at the parcel point or something,
like a convenience store. 6 minutes past 7, the first Christmas present was returned. Early morning returns were also logged at Batley at 7:17 and Colchester at 7:30.
Yeah, this particular parcel courier service says that more than 1,700 parcels were sent back on Christmas Day alone.
And apparently...
They really didn't want their presents, did they?
Yeah, I think it's because lots of people have been doing more online shopping and doing it very much at the last minute. Maybe it was people, like, buying two of something or do two sizes.
You're speaking from personal experiences?
No.
Were you at Hatfield? 6 minutes past 7 on Christmas morning.
No comment.
The Mayor of London has warned that tickets for the capital's New Year's fireworks extravaganza are sold out. Sadiq Khan says people should be wary of scams and being out of pocket from people trying to sell tickets online or offline. He says Ticketmaster is the only place to buy resale tickets. Transport for London says it's taking all necessary steps to protect itself as a result of a recent cybersecurity incident which crippled its systems for months. Around £5 million has already been spent on managing and mitigating the cyber incident, but the Mayor of London says it's too early to calculate the full financial impact. Surrey Police is cracking down on drink and drug driving as part of Operation Limit over the festive period. The force says it's stopped thousands of vehicles at temporary check sites, both to educate drivers about the risks and, where necessary, to do on-site testing of people behind the wheel.
That is a specific focus for us as a force to educate and target drink and drug driving. So it's not just about us going out and taking drink drivers off the road, it's about educating the public around Christmas parties, going out, what you can do. I personally don't want to have to send any officers or go and knock on anybody's door over the Christmas period to say that their loved one's been killed by a drink driver. So we do everything we can to try and minimise that.
A cutting-edge cancer treatment machine has been installed at a leading hospital thanks to cash from Dame Deborah James's Cancer Fund. The new interventional radiology machine has been set up at the Royal Marsden, where Dame Deborah received her cancer treatment. She died in 2022 and has left a huge legacy. One radiologist who treated her believes there are brighter times ahead when it comes to cancer treatment.
At 6, high winds and weather warnings force the cancellation of Edinburgh's Hogmanay celebrations tomorrow night. Thousands of tickets have already been sold for what is normally one of the biggest outdoor celebrations of New Year's Eve in the world. Also tonight, 5 people are charged in Argentina in connection with the death of One Direction's Liam Payne, among them one of his friends. And a tourist tax in Wales. The government says it is pushing ahead with plans to charge holidaymakers a little extra to stay.
Now, just before the weather, BBC London has been looking back at some of the moments in the capital this year that have made us smile. Among them, a big summer for Swiftie fans as the superstar singer-songwriter Taylor Swift sold out Wembley Stadium for a record 8 nights. You can check out some other moments, including, yes, some very cute animals.